When we are feeding birds, it is important to understand that you do not need to overfeed a bird. A bird which is 100 grams has the crop size of only 10 grams. If you had a stomach size of 10 grams, would you eat 10 grams of food? No, it would make you feel so full and probably very sick. So they eat very little. They probably eat 5 to 6 grams, not through the day, but at one time. Now, those 5 or 6 grams constitute to a very small portion. As we know, if we give a very small portion of food to our birds, your bird, which is used to seeing so many seeds or so much fruit and so much color, is probably not understand why you're feeding it so little. So what my pro tip for this would be, try and create a vegetable mix with different colors, different textures. You can cut your vegetables in a different way. You can add different types of fruits. You can add flowers. You can even make a foraging box. So what we say is that, you get a cardboard box. You can put some seed, a little bit of dry fruit in the box in tissue paper and put it inside. So the bird has to actually work for its food. And vegetables can be put on skewers. Fruits can be put on skewers. Because fruits are so much more tastier than vegetables, and remember that they only have water. A large amount of it is water and very few nutrients. But vegetables are packed with nutrients. So whenever we're giving vegetables versus fruits, I would always say give 3 vegetables to every 1 fruit. Remember to add color. I would remember to add more protein in the diet. Having said that, what people do is give a lot of protein. Giving protein every day is not a necessity. Birds do not get protein in their food every single day. And even if they do, it's a very small quantities. What we tend to do is that we put a large quantity of sprout, thinking that the bird is going to eat all of that. And then we put a small amount of vegetables or fruit. The vegetable quantity has to be more. Sprout quantity has to be very limited, because you only need perhaps 30 to 50% of their diet should be protein, and that 30 to 50% in a 100-gram bird, 3 to 5 grams. So even 1 teaspoon is more than enough. 1 teaspoon of sprouts is more than enough. And I wouldn't do that every day, because too many sprouts means too much protein, and too much protein can eventually affect your kidneys, as it does to us as well. So try and give them variety, different flowers, twigs. Let them play with their food. That is essentially what birds do. They love playing with their food. And we just expect them to sit in the cage on the perch and eat their food continuously. And if you see that most birds will just, pick up the food and throw it, because they're destroyers. So if you allow them to destroy other stuff, they will eat their food. And that is another way to feed your birds correctly.